Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back, and today we're going to be doing stage 3 of the tower bridge from this lovely model from Rolife. Now, I just want to point out that I have finally managed to get the batteries. I spoke to my dad about it because I felt he was responsible for getting them, and we have, ta-da! So that is what it's looking like so far, as you can see, and then you've got this lovely illumination light going underneath. They will take a LR444 battery. So it's, that's the batteries that you're going to need, LR44. And one of the questions he raised was, wasn't this wire supposed to go the other of the tower? Now, what will happen eventually is this will go, where we're working at the end of the bridge. So what will happen is you'll get a walkway across the top. That walkway is where you walk across on them glass floors. This wire is going to feed under it, or near enough, yeah, pretty much under it, and go down the other tower. So that's where we're going to be working on today. So obviously this is where we got up to. We've done all the assembly for that. We've put the ramp on that we did from last time, as you can see, and we're now going to be working on mainly, it looks to be the other tower. So yeah, so we're now going to be, obviously we put the bars in and now we've got to do it all over again. So yeah, that's what we're up to now. So what we need to get is our A7, which is the other platform. So it's basically a deja vu of what we did previously, and that's going to be that part there. And we're going to get ourselves D5. So now I am very pleased to announce that another model is taking over this very soon. It was a Christmas gift, so I can't wait to show you guys that. And then we need D3, which is this part here. Also, this will be moving to a Tuesday, and I have found a much better file. So just going to go around and just take them burrs off. As you can see, just take them all off like so. And we'll get the other one in and take that burr off as well, which looks really, really lovely. So yeah, I'm hoping by the end of this session we should have a bit of an extension. So I just want to get it finished, you know. So, but yeah, these will be in 30 minutes or so sessions. So we might even take it to an hour, I don't know yet. But yeah, there's some exciting parts that we're going to be doing now. So D5 is this little section here. They do want the plain side facing that way, and again what we're going to do is obviously pull it up where we did before. Now this is going to be quite an interesting one in the fact that it doesn't have the battery pack in, so we should have a little bit more flexibility with that section. And then it's asking us to put that underneath. I think it's probably easier to put that one in first, but we can probably get away with, yeah, there we go. So it's gone in lovely, as you can see. Next, we're going to need ourselves D9. And D9 is, let's have a look on here. So D9 is the other one of these. We'll get that out of the way. So D9 here. And just take them burrs off again. And D9 is going to go into these two holes here by the looks of it. So let's just have a look. That's confused me a bit. It's these two holes, sorry. It's because that part in the middle looks like it's been filled in. Now we do want the plain side on this side, so you want the plain detailing. That's going to go into these two little holes with these little lug parts here. That's going to go into here and into here, like so. So a lovely little model there, looking really, really nice. Next, we're going to get ourselves B11. So we're going over to the B sprue here, and we need ourselves a B11, which is this part. And look, it's almost empty, which is fantastic news. So yeah, we're going to get ourselves that part there. And this part is going to go into, that's B11. We need B6 and D8. So B6 is this part here. You don't want to really sort of sand it. You only need to take like a smidge off, because obviously that's how much you need. So what was that? B6, yeah. So B6 is going to go into this little platform here. So we're going to put B6 into there, as you can see. And then the next stage is to get D8, and D8 is going to be this part here. So lovely jubbly. So this is D8. I need to find my mat because I need to, I was supposed to be upgrading it to a bigger size, but I accidentally sent it to my mum's house, and it's too big to bring over on the train. But hopefully Jack will bring it over for me, because he's now got his car again. So Jack's my brother-in-law, so well, not officially yet because they're not married, but the way it's going, you soon will be. So that's going to go into this part here. As you can see, that's going to be canaled onto there, like so. And then what's going to happen is the next part, just having a check. I always like to check that grain of wood, so have a look. Yeah, it's near enough the same. And once we've done that, we need B10. So we're going to get B10, which is this lovely little bit of cardboard. Castle. It just reminds me so much of Colchester Castle. And I've actually been in there, and it's pretty good in there. We all know we like the gift shop. So I bought a feather pen there once. So this one's going to go onto this hole here and that hole there. So same scenario again. So we're going to pop that into there. It's quite a fiddly one, this, because we have to squeeze everything in as best we can. And then obviously this semicircular bit gets connected in there as well. And we're going to put that into there like so. And as you can see, that is what it's looking like. That detail is beautiful. And I really like this like semicircle walkway. It looks like a walkway platform there. Okay, after that, we're then going to get ourselves a A4, sorry. So we're going to get ourselves, whoops, it's all fiddling and dropping and everywhere. A4, wasn't it? So A4, I'm just going to try and find that. So A4 is one of these bits. So these are obviously the walkway platforms, but you know, the roofing of it. So that's pretty good. And again, you want the serrated bit at the top, so, or the jagged part if you like. And we might need the assistance from cocktail stick, but looking at this, it pretty much goes together pretty nice. But to finally have the you know, the batteries to power this up is quite nice. So I'm just using the cocktail stick just to try and guide that in a bit there for us. So it's not going, so let me just, whoops, there we go. All I'm doing with the cocktail stick is to just try and lever it up a bit so that we can get it in the hole like that. Cush tea, as Del Boy Trotter would say. We've actually got a Del Boy Trotter's cafe in Whittam. I couldn't believe it. It was on TikTok, and it said in Whittam. So Whittam was on the news last night as well. Couldn't believe it. I'm filming this on the 13th, Saturday the 13th. So it would have been on the news the 12th, because they're talking about widening the A12 again, although it's already been widened once. So there we go. So that did a bit of a pinch there, but that's beautiful. Look at the detail, guys. It's like a proper little tower. Now, as you can see with this one, we can compare them. This one has the battery pack in, whereas that one's got a lovely flat bottom to it. I mean, you could, you know, there might be a way of putting a bottom onto that, but there's no need to, because you're going to need access to get that, you know. So that is that section like that done. So Now we need to do a bit of backtracking, because the next step is to put the other one of these parts on there. Now if you remember, we didn't do that, so we need to go way back to a couple of the first stages that we've done here, so that we can get them all built up and you know, get it all sorted out. So we're going to get D10 next. So D10, let's have a look. So D10 must be the other one of these, because I can see it's like level with that. So we'll get the D10 out. Now I know why they said do it both together. So, but yeah, we're on the last little sort of push now for this. And then we're going to get B2. So B2 is B2, B2, B2. Yeah, that'll be this part here. Whoops. Get B2. And that is going to go in the middle of this little part here. So we're going to put that into there. And I've just seen, there we go. I just want to take off a little bit of a burr there. So that's B2. We're then going to get ourselves D13. And D13 consists of, I think, yeah, it's this part here. Lovely. See, it's so much better, you know, taking each part out of the sprue rather than, you know, having them all over the place and you're right, what part's this, what part's that. Mega Nico does that a lot on his Lego. He'll like have all the parts laying out, and he knows exactly where they are. I'm not that organised, I'm afraid. So these two tabs are going to go into these parts here, and we're going to slot that down the centre of this column thing that we've got here, and that's going to go into here like so. And this one, of course, that's going to go into there, and that's going to go into there. So as you can see, that's what it looks like, a really beautiful piece. So that's that. Right, now this is that funny part that we have with the paper. So this is going to be quite interesting in the fact that I need to figure out, we're going to get E1, and E1 is, from what I can see on here, it is the part that we need. That was E3, weren't it? So E3, E2, what is that? Okay, the paper that I thought it was is not here, so I'm going to have to, because that's E1, so it would have been a piece that's running through here. So I need to have a look at where that is. This has got a bit battered up, but that's going to hold us up a bit, but we will skip a bit. So what we will do is we will be a bit naughty here, and we'll skip a bit and pretend that we've done that part already, and then once we've done that, we'll backtrack it up and do it that way. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll be a bit naughty here and, you know, just get a bit more done as best we can here. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to obviously imagine that the next step is going to be putting that towel in place, and then what we'll do is we will skip and put on the ramp, and I think that ramp, yeah, that looks like that's missing at the moment. So no, it's not. What we can do is we can do that ramp, and what we'll do is we will pretend we've done that. I need to have a look at where I've put that, because I must have took it out that paper and put it on my desk. It's very crucial we get that, because that's the part we need. I mean, failing that, what I could do is mod this part here, and put like a little hole in it. I mean, but it is a bit battered there, so it's probably on my desk somewhere, so we'll have to have a think about that. and see what we can do. But we'll get the other, this bridge thing on first. And I don't even know if I need to look at these parts, because I know what I'm doing on these parts here. So I think anyway. No, it's I need to backtrack a minute here. Let me get my manual, because my manual is, I need to get to the drawbridge. Yeah, such a big piece of paper as well. So right, what we're going to do on this part is we're going to get ourselves these two column part things, and then that part there. Normally I wouldn't, go on further, but I'd rather keep, getting it done, and then we can fill that part in a bit, a little bit later on maybe. So like we did with this part here. So yeah, that's that part, and that part is going to go, let's have a look here. So it looks like it goes underneath, but they want it that side, so these go something like that. So yeah, that's what we want. That's the first one, and then we'll just get the second one in as well. And that one will go into here like so. Oops, sorry. Bending a bit there for us, so. And then what will happen is we will get the next part, which is the actual ramp sections, which are these parts and this part here. And then again, I just want to go around and take off them little sprue parts. And that, my friends, is going to go, so we've got that part there. So yeah, these are going to slot basically into there on each side, like we did previously. So there we go, so that's that one, and then we put that one into there. And that goes into there like so. So you see that's the other drawbridge now, so that's that section there. So we're going to imagine that we've done that part that we've done, and we're going to flip back to the other side. Now I can get around that tower easy, because all this does is clip onto, we know that it clips onto the part underneath here, so that is not going to be a problem. Might help if I, hang on, which way do you go around? It's that way, isn't it? So why is this one being a bit awkward? Why do I get the impression this has gone round more? Don't look right to me, because I think that's upside down. That's right. There we go. Let's put that one. Yeah, that's more better. So as you can see, once you put these in, they're not really supposed to come back out again. So there's like a little tooth thing here that locks it in. So we want the rounded part up that way. And that, my friends, is that part done. See if it goes on more on it. And then that there we go. And then what I need to do is just, as before when we did that, need to pinch it somehow just to get that into there. Come on. This is the most nervous bit here. I hate doing this part. Doesn't help when you have big hands either, so it's quite, for me, it's a little bit of a challenge. If I can just getting it past here, that's the problem. Because I said I'll pinch it, but I'm not a lover of this part, I have to say. Just get it past that nugget bit. Come on, come on, come on. That's pinched as best as I can. Come on, come on, come on. This is a very, very hard bit to do. See, it's a bit too long. I wonder if we swap the sides, it should be a bit better for us. Yeah, it's just, I think it's just broke it slightly, but it is quite a hard maneuver to get that in. So if push comes to shove, that will hold it, but if push comes to shove, I might have to tack it somehow with a bit of glue. But that was actually more harder than the other one to get in. So that is a shame that it has done that, but what can we do? It's quite a difficult maneuver. So yeah, so then what will then happen is we then have a stage where obviously this is one end of the bridge, that's the other end of the bridge. Okay, you've got the tower here, and then you're going to have this roof panel that fits over the top and onto that tower there. So that is basically what you're looking at. That is basically the length of this. But yeah, what we need to do, I don't think it's wise to go any further until we, you know, we put the paper around and stuff. So yeah, I think we'll leave that part there. But what you can do is obviously these parts here, that part comes out. So this part here will come out like so. And then the idea is that that is supposed to go, the wire will go up through here. And then, I mean, we can put this part onto here, that's fine. I'm gonna do that now, I think. And yeah, we'll put the little wire onto here, and then it doesn't look like it's held on with nothing there, so there's still no poles going through from what I can see, so that will go through there like that, and then I assume we put the poles in but there. But then what will happen is the wire, because my dad was wondering why the wire didn't go to the other tower. So what will happen is the wire will then feed up, and apparently it goes through this hole here. I'm just trying to think, yeah, so it goes through that hole, so this hole, where is it, that hole, there's a hole up here somewhere, right, just need to change this a bit because that's gone on wrong. So this needs to go the other way, so we'll put this one through here, and then that goes on to here, like so. Like that. And then they want the wire going through number one, so the wire will go through this hole here, feed through the top of here. I think it will go all the way down, and I assume it's going to run somewhere on there maybe, because I think the idea is so that you've got that walkway lit up, and then they're saying that they want it going over here and up there. So this will be quite interesting because this doesn't have a tab that side, so they want the wire coming up through here, and then I reckon what will happen is they're going to feed it down into the tower that's going to go into there, I assume. And no, they actually want it through 3. So number 3. So what's that mean? One of the towers is not lit up then? How weird. So it appears that one of the towers is not going to be lit up. But what's going to happen is that wire will go up. It's going to go into 3, and it does say to straighten the wire up. It's going to go down into 3. It's like spaghetti junction going on here. So down into number 3. Ah, right. So they're going to have like a light under here, and then they want it so that it's then going up number 4 here. What a strange contraption. It does say to straighten it, so I'm assuming something like that. And then they then want us to, yeah, so it's like a line. It's going down and up. So it basically goes along here, along there, down, up on here. And then what they want us to do next is that wire will then feed and go down that tower there. But that tower's not on yet. So what we'll do next is I'd like to put on the, remember this that we did ages ago? We're going to be, this is the thing with my builds, is I will circumvent where I can. If we've got a problem holding us up, I will circumvent that and then tackle that later on. So what will happen is these 2 parts here, you can see we've got pegs here and we've got pegs there. Now they're going to feed into these parts here. So you see them parts there? That's going to feed onto here. Like so. And then it looks as if, yeah, so basically into there and sandwiched into there. I might put a bit of glue on that because as you can see that's quite weak. I might just give it a go on that side, but that doesn't sit in very well. As you can see, it's that part's a lot better, I think, but that will then hold it up like so. Oh my god, look at this. The detail in this is fantastic. And then that will go onto there. And then the idea is that we'll have 4 pillars. There's going to be another part here, which is going to be obviously this part. So we can do that now. I think that is just snapped on us, but a bit of glue will sort that out. That's not a problem. And that will go along here. If I'm careful, I could salvage that. We've done so well, and then we've had a few collisions. That clipped into there. Yeah, this part's had a bit of damage here. I can just push that up slightly. I might just be able to nuggle that in. Yeah, see, lovely. Wow, that's fantastic. So that's the drawbridge, and then obviously imagine we've got the tower in. That's no problem, we can tackle that later on. What I then want to do is we have 2 beams that we want to put through. I'm going to take this on a little bit further, and this is A2. So these are these parts here. A2 is here. And then what's going to happen is this A2 is going to feed, and these are going to be making the walkway things. So just take off any screws that I can find. So we'll get that wire there. We'll have a look and see what it looks like in a minute. This part here is going to feed. Oh, right, so basically, I don't know how well that's going to hold in, but they're going into that one and that one. So it's basically got a very cool invention. It's going to hide all that wiring that we've just put there. So put that into there like so. That holds there quite nice actually. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And that's, they said A2, I think they said. So hang on a minute. So because there's two different sizes here. So A2 go at the front. We've made a bit of, hang on a minute. Yeah, A2 go at the front. That's fine, I can get around that. We should have put A6 in first, but that's not a problem. We can get around that quite fine. So what I'm going to do is get the other A2, get that in first. And then that part, this A2, I love this. This is fantastic. I mean, it's entirely up to you. There's no reason why you need to disassemble this. It's entirely up to you if you want to go back over and sort of like reinforce it with glue so that they hold in and stuff. That's entirely your prerogative, or, you know, however you want to do that. That's entirely up to you. Just changing that because the print side should be on this side. But I'm really loving these Roku kits. They're fantastic. And they sell them on Amazon as well. So yeah, that might need a bit of glue. It's a little bit loose this end, but that's that. And then we're going to get A6, which should have been the first ones, and they go in the far side. So yeah, and look guys, an empty sprue, yay. So A6. I mean, what I might do with this is I've got some spare with this with a different model, so I might just renew it with that. And then that's going to go into here. Ah, very cool. So what they've done here, I'll show you in a minute. I've got to be careful. Yeah, I think I might put a bit of glue on this end. But what they've done here, this is very cool, because what they've done is they've put a light, well, it's mainly under here, but I reckon that will light all of this up. We'll test it in a bit. And then there was another one that we had, weren't it? A6 again. Where's that A6 gone? Oh my God, I checked it up. I've put it on the empty sprue. We don't want to be tracking that away. That could be a disaster. And then what we'll do is just file that off slightly, but it's amazing how, I know one of my friends has brought this up, is that she finds it very fascinating how you get all these parts and then it just becomes one big thing, you know. And I wanted to get this done for Christmas, but unfortunately I didn't have the time to do it, unfortunately. So yeah, just trying to check that slightly. So they want the plain side on, yeah, okay, so the printed side goes on the inside. So we'll just put that into there like so, and then it'll go like that. And then we've got a few other detailings that we need to do, which is it's like a little, this little thing here that we did in a previous assembly. We'll go over to this tower because that tower's done for the minute. And what they want us to do is to, well, we might have to leave it like that, but what they want us to do is, I think it's something like that. But there's two little hook things here, so I wonder what they're for. There's like a little, well, they're either side really, but I reckon what will happen is, I mean, they're saying that goes like that, but it can't because there's no... I can't see how that would work. Oh, I see, right. So there's 2 holes there, but there's not 2 holes there. So why have they put holes on it then? I reckon... I don't know. Might have to leave that a little bit, because 2 holes. This is the bit with the... See, that one's got different holes in. But it's because the tower's not there, isn't it? So... Interesting. I mean, obviously we've established it can't go like that. So I would assume that it goes over there like that. And then these 2 little pegs go into there. Like that, maybe. But I don't think we can put them on yet because we haven't put the poles in. And the poles need to go in first. So I'll tell you what we're going to do is we're going to probably leave that section there today, because I feel like we've done quite a lot. We obviously still need to put in these parts here, so there is still quite a lot to do. What I might do actually is just put them... I just want to put these other ends on the other end, and then I'm going to call that a session, I think. So these obviously go into these 2 parts, so we'll put that into there, that into there, and that into there. I mean, I might have to take this back out again to get the tower in, but all I can do, it's an easy fit. I just take this part off here, lower the tower in, push this part back on. So yeah, I very much like to circumvent. They've given us these parts. I'm not entirely sure what these ones are for. D2 apparently, but I've not been instructed to put anything in with D2 at the moment. So yeah, I don't know. You always think you can do it from the other side and then you can't. So, come on. Yeah, that's it. Get that one in. So yeah, it's getting there very, very slowly but surely. That's that part. And yeah, I'm just very confused over this part because I'm not understanding why that won't go in. But obviously we can't put it in yet. It's just very strange because you've got these 2 holes which you would assume would go into these posts. But then obviously this slant, you know, there's nothing, if you put that on there, well, where the pole is not going to fit through the top because you've got these bars here. So I don't know on that one. It's a very strange combination there. But let's just light this up a minute because I want to see what it looks like. And wow, look at that. So this is very interesting because what they've done is they've done like an illumination thing where you've got the light under the bridge here. You can see that the light's under there. And then what they've done is they've feeded it under this bar here to sort of light up the top part of it. And then obviously this is going to go somewhere down that tower there. So yeah, I apologise that we can't get this, you know, the tower in today. But, you know, it's an easy fit. I'll just take this part off, being careful of the wire assembly. And then we'll just sneak in underneath and do it like so. But this is pretty much done. It's just, you know, getting the tower in, getting a bit of this light paper through and then putting a few details on, and it's pretty much cushy. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing here today. Obviously the parts are here. We've got all the little bits that we need to do. We just need to find that paper. So yeah, wow. This build is slowly coming to an end, but there is a really good one taking over from this. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell if you haven't done so already. And as always, oh, sorry, I've missed off a bit. So let me just take that off a minute, because apparently there's a pin or something. So we turn that over. You've got the battery box there. Why have we got, right, we can't do that yet. I think looking at that, yeah, what's going to happen, I've sussed it now. That wire, see, that bridge is something wrong with it. I mean, you could have it up like that if you wanted to, but I need to have a play around with that because this one keeps getting stuck. What's going to happen is that wire is going to go where this one came up through the top here. What's going to happen is that wire is going to go down, and then it will go through this little hole in the bottom. It will trowel underneath here. We'll have to take this back off, and it will go there and clamp into there like this one has. So that's the mystery behind that. But yeah, it's not much more to do. As I said, I need to find the bit we need is E1. You see that paper part? But yeah, we'll have to locate that and get that all done. But it's pretty much all there, guys. That is what you're looking at. It's a lovely, lovely little model, and that's going on my shelf as soon as it's done. What a lovely piece of artwork. And yeah, so thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you next time for another session of this beautiful, beautiful model. And I'm just going to check this again, because E1 was, it's got a bit crumpled up here, but this part we need, because that's E2, no, that's E5, so we need that part there. I'll have that. And then we've got E1 that was apparently sitting somewhere down here. So yeah, I think that's the old piece of the paper that needs to be trashed, because this part here is, there's nothing on it. So yeah, I think that's what it is. So I will have a hunt around for that. I'll probably put it down and don't know where I've put it, but I feel like we've cheated a bit, but you know, I'd rather get as much on it as I can, because obviously I've always got projects behind waiting to be done. So yeah, I'm happy with that so far. Obviously this bridge might need a little bit of this bridge might need a little bit of playing around with, because this one's like really stiff, and then that one's like really floppified, but then it keeps getting stuck. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this beautiful little thing from Rolife. And that is London Bridge. So until then, have a lovely day, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye.